This is part one of a three-part series. Tonight we have the magnet programs in United ISD. I am your Director of Advanced Academics, Mario Rosales. I have my assistant at the back, Ms. Lanese, will be doing the translation. She's back there in Spanish, so if you need a device to listen to in Spanish, please get one from the ladies in the front. The ladies in the front is Ms. Dora Hall and Ms. Amelia Moore. They're the ladies that answer the phone. In case you have any questions, if you need anything, you can always email me. I'll give you that information. But today I'm just getting you ready for what the students and the sponsors as well as the teachers will be presenting about their programs. They've been visiting middle schools since last week. I believe tomorrow is the last school they'll be visiting, Ramirez Middle School. And I believe some of the private entities like United Day and Mary Help of Christians have also been joining those recruitment efforts. So before we begin today, I would like to introduce the students, the assistant principals, the teachers, counselors that are here today to give you some more information, live information, about the programs that we offer at United ISD. So we're going to start off with Alexander High School. And if you have a mic, you pretty much pass it around and you introduce yourself, and Mr. Bird and Ms. Lopez, you can also add to whatever you would like. So we have Alexander High School.
Good evening. My name is Mr. Bird. I'm one of the assistant principals at Alexander High School, and I'm here in the capacity, our dean is currently unable to attend today, so I'm here in her capacity to join our group here. Just to kind of share with you, the health and science program is phenomenal. I mean, every magnet program in our district is amazing. No matter where your son or daughter decides to go, they'll have an amazing experience. But I can speak definitely for our health and science program. If your son or daughter is interested in pursuing something in the medical field, it's a great way to get their feet wet, okay? A great way to kind of get started. Even if they don't want to pursue the medical field, but they want to just kind of get a feel for it, at least while they're in high school, perfect place to begin, okay? Our students are amazing, some of the best from all across the districts, and they'll share with you a little bit more about their experiences later on today, Mr. Rosales, or right now?
No, later on.
Okay, perfect. So later on, they'll be sharing with you a little bit more about the program and what we have to offer.
Good evening, parents and students. My name is Berta Lopez. I am the Magnet High School counselor at Alexander High School. I'm going to reiterate what Mr. Bird said, that you all, if that is the route you would like to go, it'd be a great opportunity for you guys to join and apply for our health science magnet program. And in shortly, you'll be able to hear the experiences that the students have had for the past 4 years, because they're all seniors. Thank you.
And now we have the students introduce themselves.
Oh, yes.
Your name, your grade level.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Sergio Vela. I am a senior here at Alexander High School in the magnet program. And the main thing I want to point out about our program? Just introduction. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you'll have your opportunity in a moment, yes.
Hi, my name is Natalia Resola and I'm a senior at John B. Alexander.
Hi, my name is Wei Liang and I'm also a senior at Alexander.
Hi, my name is Isabella Flores and I'm also a senior at John B. Alexander.
Good afternoon, my name is Melanie Zabaldua and I'm currently a senior at Alexander High School.
So the next magnet program is from United South, and just to give you an idea, we are only allowing 150 students per each program based on your child's assessment score and their GPA or overall grade average. So it's 150 for Alexander, 150 for United South.
Hi, good evening. My name is Daniela Granados, and I'm a senior here at United South.
Good evening, my name is Gianna Alvarez and I'm a senior at United South High School.
Hi,
Hi, good evening. My name is Eva Ornelas, and I'm a senior and the magnet president here at United South.
Good evening, parents and students. We welcome you to this meeting. We have been going around the school district to all the middle schools, really talking about the wonderful opportunities for our students in the school district. I serve as the Dean of the Magnet School at United South High School. Our focus and emphasis at United South High School is for global business and advanced technology. We offer preparation courses for our students in logistics. Laredo is the #1 land port in the country. And as we are all aware, we have a lot of logistics and transportation going on. So we give our students the opportunity to be aware of this business and to be able to see if this is something they're interested in. But beyond that, they learn a lot of concepts in business that really prepare them for an education in business. Beyond that, we have a component of cybersecurity. As you all know, with computers and technology, artificial intelligence, all of those things that are related to computers and technology are things that are the wave and the way the world is going right now. So we make sure that our students have this exposure, prepare them so that they will be aware and know exactly what their interests are and be ready to work with rigor when they go to university. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Julio Anguiano, and I'm the Magnet Counselor at United South High School. Thank you.
All right, and last but not least, we have United High School, the engineering magnet, Ms. Alarcon.
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Maria Alarcon, and I'm the Magnet Dean at United High School for Engineering and Technology. Our magnet program focused a lot on computer science, on the basic information about engineering, but our students also go into AutoCAD, Inventor, and some other software that the students are going to be talking to you about. Pretty much throughout our classes, they build robots, they learn to utilize different equipment that engineers are utilizing now in their workforce. So that is our focus. But regardless of it, whether you come to United or, or Alexander or United South, these magnet programs are going to give the rigor, or they're going to be composed of students taking a lot of rigor in their coursework, making them ready and prepared for the next step in their life, and hopefully, go to great colleges, and also receive scholarships that are going to help them throughout, their career, in college and then later on, in life. And with me, our counselor was not able to attend. Her name is Joanna Garcia, but with me I have three these wonderful students.
Hello, my name is Abigail Galindo, and I'm a senior at United High School.
Good evening, my name is Rolando Vela, and I'm also a senior at United High School.
Good evening, my name is Linda Cardenas, and I'm also a senior at United High School.
Hello, my name is Henry Dang, and I'm also a senior at United High School.
And I'm Athena Aguilera, and I'm also a senior at United High School.
Thank you. I'm going to circle back to Alexander. I noticed someone came in.
Hi, my name is Kai, and I'm a 12th grader at Alexander's Magnet program.
All right. So, as I had mentioned before, I am your Advanced Academics Director, Mario Rosales, and I oversee the magnet programs, the Early Start Pathway program, and the Advanced Placement programs. So what we're showing you today is one of the programs that we offer your child, but they must have a certain average and they must score accordingly on the cognitive abilities test that we're going to talk about in a moment. So I do not oversee the early college programs, but I do oversee the Early Start program. So today it's the magnet programs. Next time it'll be the advanced placement programs. I have some flyers that, by the way, this PowerPoint you can download from the website, and I'll give you that information as well in case you don't want to take notes. But the advanced placement parent night is on February the 5th at 6 p.m. here, the same place. So if you're interested in taking advanced placement courses, especially if you're in the magnet program, that's one of the requirements. You have to take advanced placement courses, pre-AP courses, or dual enrollment courses. And then after February the 5th, we have the Early Start Pathway Program Parent Night, and I'll give you information on that before you leave. So let's start first with the process that you need to follow in order to be able to be considered into any of these programs. So after I am done, then each student will have an opportunity to sell their program. So that way, in case you have any other questions, you can obtain a brochure from their program, or perhaps your child might want to talk to one of the students when we're done, so that way they can get more additional information. Now, there is going to be a time where you will have an opportunity to ask any of these programs questions. We have 2 microphones in the front, and these microphones are for you to come up and ask questions when that opportunity presents itself. All right? Now, another thing I would like to point out is that the presentation is being translated into Spanish. We do have Ms. Lanese back there translating in Spanish. So I'd like to remind the students and the teachers to make sure you slow it down when you're speaking, so that way she can translate what you're saying accordingly. All right? So before we begin, we have 2 more students coming in from United South. Is that correct? Yes? All right. So we need to introduce them, and then I'll get started with the information that you need to.
Hello, my name is Sergio Gonzalez, the Vice President of United South Magnet Program.
I guess it gets pretty hectic, right, with the traffic, especially around this time.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elias Valenzuela, and I'm currently a senior at United High School in the business side of the magnet.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joshua Villarreal, and I'm on the technology route in the United South Magnet program.
All right, so let me get the information to you. Again, all this information is found at our website. You can download the PowerPoint, so that way you can have that information as well. I'll start off with the fact that in order to apply to any of these programs, the first step is to submit an online application. It has to be submitted online, but before you can submit online, you have to create an account. Once you create an account, then the next step is to apply by filling out all the information that is required so that you can be considered for any of these programs. All right? So first off, the application is due next week, Wednesday, January the 22nd at midnight. So it is extremely important that you submit something, even if the application is not final. If it's in draft form, you will still be considered. But if you do not submit anything, then you will not be considered. So please keep that in mind. If your child is still debating on whether to be in the programs or not, just have him submit it as draft, and that way he can always come back and finish the application if he or she changes their mind. All right? So keep that in mind. Remember that the applications have to be submitted online, and it's at this website. It's called magnetapply.uisd.net. So when you click on that, it'll take you to a website. Let me see if it works. And it looks like this. Notice that there's 2 buttons. The top blue button on the right is for your child to register. That means that they're creating an account. Once they create an account using their email from UISD, that's their username, and the password that they create, they can go into the second tab at the bottom, the blue tab at the bottom, where they can log in, create an application, and complete it. And as soon as everything's done, submit as final before the deadline on January 22nd, midnight. Okay? There is also some videos there to help you fill out the application. One standard online application is all that is needed to apply for the magnet program. So no matter which magnet program you are interested in, it's only one application that is needed. It'll give you the choice of which program you are interested in. You do need a minimum grade point average of 80 in your math, science, social studies, and ELAR courses. That's all we look at. This is for your 7th grade report card, the final grades, and your fall term 8th grade report card. Your counselor will be working closely with your child to help your child determine whether they qualify or not. So your counselor, your 8th grade counselor plays a major part in determining whether your child qualifies or not. The website that I was referring to is this one. You'll notice my picture there, that's me. And then if you scroll through the website, you'll see all the information that I was telling you about. Mr. Zamora, can you scroll to the right? I'm not able to scroll. Oh, thank you. You'll see on the right-hand side, it has information for any type of program that your child might be interested in, advanced placement, dual enrollment, as well as the magnet program. So you'll see all the documents that are needed at this site. It's uisd.net, and the department is Advanced Academics GT. All right? Thank you, Mr. Zamora. Even the brochures are there as well. Okay. Students will be given an opportunity to rank their magnet school choices on their online application. So in other words, you have to rank them. Don't leave it blank, because then we won't know which program you're interested in. Number 1, number 2, and number 3 as your choices. Your application must have your current phone number where we can reach you sometime in April to let you know whether you qualify for the program and what choices you have. We do need your email address, and that's one of the things that's needed to create an account so that we can communicate with you. There's a test that I mentioned, the cognitive abilities test. You must select which site you're going to allow your child to take this test. This test usually starts around 9 o'clock, but they have to be there by 8:30. And then by noon, your child should be done with that test. There's also a form that is required, the parent needs to sign. So you have to download it, sign the form, and then upload it again. And that is giving us permission to test your child with the cognitive abilities test. Remember that your child needs an 80 average to qualify to take the assessment. Again, we're looking at the 7th grade report card, which is required, as well as your 8th grade report card from the fall term, which you recently got, hopefully. And the name of the exam, again, is the COGAT exam, Cognitive Abilities Test Exam. It's Form 7, Level 15-16. Your child will need a Chromebook, the one that they normally use in United ISD. If they're not from United ISD, we provide a desktop for the child to take the test. It is also important that you bring earphones in case you don't want to get the ones that we're going to provide, and a pencil in case you have to scribble to answer some of the questions. So make sure your Chromebook or laptop is charged accordingly so that you'll have enough power to take that test. Now, once you take the test, what we do is we look at your grades. We take 60% of your grades and 40% of your COGAT score. So we add those two numbers together, we get an overall score, and then we use that score to rank the students from 1 to 1,000. We normally have 1,000 applicants. The test is from Riverside Insights. So you can always go to the site or Google it to find out more about the test. It is not an achievement test, so this type of an assessment your child probably hasn't seen before unless they were applying for the gifted and talented program. Then they're very familiar with it. All right, so here we have the assessments. It has 3 batteries. It has a verbal component, it has a quantitative component, and it has a non-verbal component. So if you're looking at the number of items that are there, it'll tell you how many items are available based on the level that you're going to be taking, all right? You'll notice that the testing time, the total is usually 90 minutes, about an hour and a half, but because of the preparations that take place, it's usually more than 2 hours or more, okay? So keep that in mind. So the verbal battery has verbal analogies, sentence completion, verbal classification. The quantitative component has number analogies, number puzzles, and number series. And the nonverbal battery has figure matrices, paper folding, and figure classification. And I'll be giving you examples of those questions so that your child can get an idea of what is it that they're going to be exposed to. So you're looking at this column in terms of the number of items. You're looking at the one that says levels 10 through 17, 18, because the one that your child will be taking is level 15, 16. All right. So this is an example of a question your child will have to look or do on the verbal analogy section. All right? Here's another example, verbal classification. And I'm sure if you Google it on the internet, you'll get more examples, but not from the actual company, so be careful what you Google. On the quantitative battery, this is a number analogies example. This is a number puzzles example. And another one, number puzzles example. So that's from the quantitative battery component. And this is an example of a number series question. It might not be the level that your child will be taking, but it's similar to this. Okay? Nonverbal battery, here are figure matrices, an example. Paper folding. Figure classification. Okay? So now you got an idea of what the assessment's about. This is just a glimpse. All right? So remember, the consent form has to be signed in order for the district to allow your child to take that test. They must go to the feeder high school based on what middle school they're attending so that they can take their test. If that is not possible, we can always make arrangements at a different campus. The first test date, please take note, is on February the 10th? Is it February the 10th? No. February the 8th. If you go February the 10th, it'll be what? Monday, right? No. You want to go on Saturday, February the 8th at 8:30 in the morning. It'll be at United High School, United South High School, LBJ High School, and Alexander High School. So it's on February the 8th. If you want to know how the district takes precaution when high number of students are taking these types of assessment, just click on that link and it'll take you to what how the district handles in terms of safety. There's an additional online testing date of March the 1st, but it's only at United High School 9th grade, Alexander, and United South. LBJ will not be part of the testing site on March the 1st. So this would be your last opportunity to test. So I recommend you always take the test on the first time that it is administered. Remember, always go to the first one. Unless you are ill, then it's understandable that you can go to the second. Remember that your child needs to be there before 8:30 if possible so that they can get the information and get them set up for the testing that will take place. All the tests are scored electronically by Riverside Publishing Company. We do not do the scoring. It's the company that does it. So we only use the score to arrive to an overall average to rank your child between 1 and 1,000. Now, once we have all this information around April 2nd through 4, you'll be getting a phone call if you qualify based on your rank. And during that time, I strongly recommend you give us an answer as to which program you would like to be a part of. Because we're going to be making over 500 phone calls between April the 2nd through the 4th to fill up each magnet program with 150 students. Okay? So remember, there's 1,000 applicants. Are all of them going to have an opportunity? Depending on their rank. But only 150 for each program will be taken. So keep that in mind. There is no waiting list. So once we give you a call, you need to submit a form by April the 4th so that we can reserve your slot. Now, if you're in the magnet program, you can also take college courses. You can also be part of the Early Start Pathway program, but you cannot be part of the early college program. So that's why there's a question when you fill out your application, whether you're going to be part of the early college program or not, because the early college pretty much makes their selection first in February, and then we make the selection in April. So keep that in mind, please. Remember, the letter of intent will be mailed to the address provided on the application, and this letter is coming from the magnet programs, not from us. It's coming from the magnet programs, and that has to be returned back to them by May 1st because they have a meeting that you need to attend so that you can get all the information you need, as well as the courses that your child will be taking when they enter 9th grade. All right, so let me give you an example of the ranking procedure, right? I'm giving you a segment of the students, how they were ranked maybe 10 years ago, all right? So this is only a glimpse. This is showing the ranks between 1 and 30. Back then we had 1,000 students. We ranked them from 1 to 1,000. You're only looking at the first 30. This is what we do when we're making those phone calls. The first column is the child's GPA. The second column is the COGAT score. Notice that the high score they can get is a 99 on the COGAT. What we do is we get 60% of the GPA, we add it to 40% of the COGAT, and then we arrive to what is called the composite. That's the third column. That's the column that we use to rank the students between 1 and 1,000. So the student with the highest score is going to be ranked number 1. You'll notice that I wrote at the very end, or I typed in what the student was choosing. So the student that ranked number 1 back then chose United High School. Then the second student, Alexander, all the way to number 16 was Alexander. Then we have United High School 17. And then we have 18 through 20, Alexander, 21, United, 22 through 25, Alexander. So you notice which school is most popular, right, based on this. 26, 27, United, 28, United South, 29 and 30, Alexander. So you'll notice that Alexander appears the most, right? So that means that Alexander is going to fill up first. So after 500 phone calls, Alexander will probably fill up after we make 280 phone calls. All right? So then after 280 phone calls, the only ones that will be available would be United and United South. Then after we get to a certain number of phone calls, United fills up, and then we finally have United South at the end. So keep that in mind that that's been the trend for the past 5 years. Except last year, right? I think United South was first for a while. So they were pretty much filled up first. So keep that in mind. All right, if you have any further questions, if you cannot get a hold of me, you can contact Ms. Alarcon at United High School, Ms. Gaona or Mr. Bird at Alexander, Mr. Kuroma at United South, or you can always call our ladies there at the GT Advanced Academics office, Miss Amelia Moore or Miss Dora Hall. She's no longer Lopez, it's Hall, okay? All right? Any questions? Remember, I'm going to give them an opportunity to present their program so that you can decide. Then after they present, we'll have questions. All right? So before I go to them, I want you to remind you that on February the 5th at 6 p.m., we have the Advanced Placement Program presentation right here, so that way you can get an idea of whether that's another program your child might be interested in. All right? Remember, these programs are part of the Advanced Academics GT department. On February the 13th, we have the Early Start Pathway program. So you might want to jot down these dates so that way you can also come by and hear that presentation as well. The Early Start Pathway program is based on the dual enrollment component. And the partner is through Laredo College. Just like the early college, the Early Start Pathway program is also in collaboration with Laredo College. Bless you. All right, so this is just some information on dual credit, but I'm not going to go over this because that way you can come by on February the 13th and you'll get more information on that. This session is being recorded. Thank you, ITV. In case you know someone that could not attend, we'll be posting the video on the website that I showed you. All right? So we are united and we are ready to start. I'm going to start with United South High School. So show us.
Good evening, parents, once again. My name is Daniela Granados, and I am a senior at United South High School. And I can confidently say that becoming a part of the academy here at United South was a great decision for me academically. I do want to emphasize my main point that there are unique experiences that are only available here to our magnet students at United South. And also pertaining to the business route of the magnet program, you learn basic skills that are necessities in any career that your child may be interested in. Simple things to working on how to prepare for a job interview. I know my teacher also went around and taught us how to tie a tie, simple things to be presentable. Also, when your child does become a senior here at United South, you're allowed to wear these amazing blazers that we're wearing right now on Wednesdays, which is our designated professional attire day, to prepare you also for a business setting. And lastly, I do want to point out some amazing experiences. One that I know is very popular to us is when you are a junior, you do get an etiquette training with a professional, Miss Diane Gottsman at La Posada, learning how to hold your utensils right if you're at a business luncheon, if you're out with your boss, and things such like that. It may seem a little silly, but it is like those things that get you ahead in the real world and to prepare you for the future. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Joanna Alvarez. Once again, I am a part of the technology pathway at United South. Choosing United South magnet program was probably one of the best decisions I made. And these classes have helped me choose my major of choice. So when applying to colleges, you can tell how much these teachers care about you and how much Mr. Kuroma and Mr. Anguiano want to help you get ahead. And I don't think I would change anything for the world.
Hello, parents and hopefully future students of United South. My name is Joshua Villarreal, and I want to share with you my experience at United South. I'm part of the technology route, and here I've met some of my best friends and lifelong acquaintances, and I think that this school has become something that I can look back on when I'm an adult and tell my future kids about my experience here and show them and tell them about how much of an impact it made in my life. without my counselors and my dean, I don't think I'd be the person who I am today, and without their values that have been instilled through me, through their teaching and through the teachers that they picked for them to teach us. I'm from a North school. I'm supposed to go to United, but I decided to choose United South as my magnet program and take a leap of faith, and I think I made the right choice, and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Eva Ornelas and I'm the current Magnet President here at United South. And just like my fellow colleagues, let me just share my own personal anecdote of me coming to South. Just like my friend over here, I'm supposed to go to Alexander. I actually live in the north. It takes me a little while to commute to here South every day, but it is well worth it. Whenever I was an incoming freshman, I scored really high on the magnet test, and I actually had the opportunity to attend any magnet school. However, what really gravitated me towards South was the community here, such as the staff members like my dean and my counselor, and also just really the academics. Whenever you think about it, business is just such a versatile subject. It could be utilized in any career that is of your choosing. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Elias Valenzuela, and as I said, I was in the business magnet. I'm currently in the business magnet, sorry. I feel like the skills you learn in this program are essential, not just the knowledge you gain from all the classes I've taken, like accounting, securities and investments, human resources, global business, all of that is essential. But also the soft skills I've learned throughout these 4 years of my life are essential. I've learned how to talk professionally, I've learned how to present. I've just learned so many things, and also the opportunities we gain from being part of this program are amazing. For instance, earlier this year we went to a trade summit and we learned about the import and export in Nuevo Laredo to Laredo, and it was so informational. We actually had the chance to eat some amazing food, and later this month I think, we're going to go to the border and they're going to teach us the process of how they import and export even more. So we get a lot of first-hand experiences here at the South Magnet, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Sergio Gonzalez, and I'm the Vice President of the Magnet Program. And for me, I just want to speak more about how the community is in United South, and for me, it's like a second family. It's been in my family since my older brother, he went to United South as well, and in the Magnet Program for technology. I went into the business route, and from hearing his stories of how Magnet was and all the events they would do, they have a pep rally every year that they get to choose and have the theme of whatever they want. I really do believe that it helped me improve as a person, because in middle school I was the shy little kid, but I've been able to be up here, speak to you guys, and make many friends, some from the north, some from the south. But I am really happy that I did choose United South High School as my school to go to. Thank you.
So one thing that I noticed is that most of you are not from the South area. Cool. All right. At this time, I would like to introduce an individual that without their assistance, he's a school board member, these programs would not be possible. So I would like to introduce Mr. Velis. So now we have United High School. Sell it.
Good evening, parents. My name is Linda Cardenas. I'm a senior at the United Engineering Technology Magnet School. One thing I would definitely like to say is this magnet school is definitely 100% worth it. I've had the opportunity to be a part of amazing experiences, such as the time when our junior year we had the chance to go to the Toyota Power Plant Center, where we got to experience the whole manufacturing of the Toyota cars. It was amazing seeing the whole engineering design process take place right in front of you. So while we're learning these skills in school, we get to build them up over time and eventually use them in our future careers. On top of that, our classes that we get to take, I would say are 100% like jaw-dropping. I would say the coding that we get to do, super interactive, super fun, something that I had never experienced before in my previous schools. Anything I would say is like the software programs that we use, such as Inventor, AutoCAD, and Onshape, something that is something I would like to use in my major, which is architecture. Here we have some examples of some houses that we actually use on those programs where we get to be certified later on in the future, and it's something that you can use on your resume once you use it for college. So definitely the best magnet program I think I could have chose.
Good evening, parents. My name is Rolando Vela, and I'm a senior at the United Engineering Technology Magnet. And one thing I want to emphasize is that this magnet is more than just 4 years in high school. It's an ability to propel you into college, whether it be with the various certifications you can get, the extra AP exams that you're offered through this program, the specialized engineering tools that you're allowed to use, and even the hands-on projects that you do throughout your years in the magnet. And I feel as if it really helped me. I know that whenever I go to college, that many people go to colleges at top 10 universities, and when I go to Northwestern and I major in engineering, I know that the magnet not only helped me get in, but it also helped me feel prepared. So I'm beyond excited to go, and I really feel as if I would not be able to do this without the engineering magnet. So I'm very thankful, and yeah, thank you.
Hello again, my name is Abigail Galindo and I'm a senior at United High School. So the magnet teaches you a lot of different skills. You get to learn how to program computers and be certified in different softwares, including, like Linda mentioned, Inventor and AutoCAD. And with those certifications, you can use them to propel yourself in the future because you've already experienced and exposed yourself to those programs. And the teachers are very qualified and passionate about what they're doing. They are very, they allow you guys to join in and kind of, let's say if you have a problem with it, they have no problem to kind of help you on the side. There's a lot of extra resources that you use for these helps. And it's basically just like a magnet family. So all of the 150 students in United are kind of rotated in the same schedules. So every single year, every single semester, you get closer and closer to the magnet students as a family. So you're kind of based in a like-minded community. And yeah, so for me, I joined engineering even though I live in the South, and I joined United because of the engineering program. And now I'm using all of these skills and kind of grasping at different ways to be like, hey, I do want to work on engineering and architecture. It's kind of working hand in hand. So without the engineering program, I never would have discovered my passion for wanting to continue to pursue this in college. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Henry Dang, and good evening, parents. I just wanted to say that engineering is, well, it's a really broad category. There's so many different types of engineering, and I just want to highlight the fact that the UETM magnet program allows you to explore each and every single field of engineering through hands-on projects. I remember starting off this program, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, what type of engineering yet, but through different projects that each class teaches you, I was able to find my own, I guess, interest and develop my own skills to create cameras, right? That was our first project. To develop model planes that we were able to fabricate using in-house machines, to the ability to plan out real buildings through Inventor, AutoCAD, and other 3D modeling softwares, to the point where I was able to learn how to use certain machines to fabricate different parts for different robots, and learn the skills I need to make my own video games, to make my own website, and to just, I guess, make stuff. In the end, I feel as if this magnet program has a lot of resources for you and your child to learn how to make things and help the world around you, and just, I guess, make something cool, but make something that helps you and others.
Hi everyone, I'm Athena Aguilera and I'm also senior at United High School's magnet program. So
So one thing that I really want to emphasize, a lot of them were emphasizing, we get to do these projects, we get to use these softwares, and that's a really great thing that we got to do. But one of the things that I think makes United so special is the personal touch. It's the little things. Throughout my time in high school, I went over in my head thinking about what I wanted to do in the future, whether I wanted to be a teacher, whether I wanted to study linguistics or architecture, design, or engineering. And I really liked that United, even though it's engineering based, I got the opportunity to explore my interests beyond that. With everything, all of our teachers, our magnet deans, our counselor, they were always around us, they were always there, whether it was early in the morning or late into the afternoon, I always had that space, and that's what makes Magnet so special to me.
One thing that I noticed about United High School is that there are quite a number of extracurricular activities. So you want to tell us something about that? Because we want to make sure that the students in the audience know that it is possible to be part of all these extracurricular activities if you're doing Magnet as well.
So the extracurricular activities I've been a part of are honestly 3 of the biggest at our school. So they include National Honor Society alongside all my peers here, Student Council, and senior class. So while it is very, very stressful, it is very, very worth it. You get to learn about leadership skills, collaboration, time management. So even though it may be a lot on your plate, it is definitely 100% worth it. You get to work with sponsors alongside you. You get to work with your classmates, teachers. So it is very doable and 100% worth it.
Anybody else?
I just want to reiterate what Linda was saying by emphasizing that it is doable to be in extracurriculars and in Magnet, and even some of the other programs that UISD offers. I know that a lot of us here are in UILs. As the United Engineering Technology Magnet, we have a great robotics program. A lot of people are in sports, and Stuco is very time-consuming. But at the end of the day, the Magnet students are very diligent, and you learn how to tackle on all these extracurriculars with your schoolwork. So it is doable, and it teaches you to be prepared for college when you do have a higher course load. So I definitely would take part in these extracurriculars.
One more question. Can you tell us about those shirts you're wearing, the blue shirts? Yes, please.
We're actually, him and I, we're part of the UISD Superintendent Advisory Program. So with that, we've been doing a project. United in particular has been working on a mentorship program for elementary students. So today, the reason we're wearing the blue shirts is we went to San Isidro Elementary, and we were getting to know the kids to potentially mentor them in the future months this semester.
Thank you. And now we have Alexander.
Hello everyone, I'm Sergio Vela, and before I was kindly reminded to only present myself earlier, I wanted to mention 2 certain points about our program. The first point being the credentials that we do receive in this program. In 9th grade, we receive CPR certification. Around this time, many of your kids right now, if they do decide to come with us, they would be CPR certified. And this skill is useful because you never know when it could be required. A heart attack could happen at any time, even right now. In 10th grade, we take anatomy and physiology. We learn about the body in general. We do get the opportunity to use, I do remember using and observing a rabbit in the class. And if you're not comfortable with that, well, you have to get through it anyway. But anyway, in the 9th grade, we take the dentistry class and we become certified to be dental assistants. And this certain certification is useful because it pays really well, honestly. I did consider becoming a dental assistant. And then in senior year, the one we're currently on right now, and the reason we're wearing our scrubs right now, we do go on our clinical rotations where we go to certain physician offices around Laredo. We do go to Laredo Medical Center, and we just get to observe what they go through in their day-to-day, and we do get to observe some very special scenes, I did get to see a surgery where they used a robot inside the person's body, and I thought that was pretty cool. And lastly, I wanted to mention how it's very possible to be part of the Magnet program. Do not be intimidated by it. I don't know, speaking from my own experience, I don't know about the other programs, but I myself am in 10 clubs in school. I take AP classes, I take dual enrollment classes with OC, and I also do live across in Nuevo Laredo. And even then, I'm still perfectly capable of taking these classes and doing well with them. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. My name is Natalia Rizola, and I'm a part of our Outstanding Magnet program, and I am our HOSA secretary. HOSA is a student-led organization that stands for Health Occupation Students of America. Our HOSA mission statement is to empower future medical professionals and mold them to become the health of tomorrow. I've been a part of this organization since my sophomore year, and senior year, I was elected as HOSA secretary, where I help run the blood drives, and we do around 2 blood drives per semester, and we help save lives. Last year, I was selected, I was 3rd place for dental terminology for HOSA, and we went to state and to Corpus Christi, and it was a really good experience. I got to meet other people who were so passionate about medicine that they also made it to state. It's something that I really recommend doing. HOSA is an amazing club. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Wei-Yin Liang, and I am a senior that has been a part of both HOSA and the Alexander Health Science Magnet for all 4 years of high school. And I can say that it has truly been a formative experience for me. For instance, participating in HOSA, both as an officer, as I have been both reporter and the historian of our chapter, and as a competitor, has taught me invaluable skills such as leadership skills, interviewing skills, and public speaking skills. Moreover, being a part of the Health Science Magnet at Alexander has given me invaluable experiences. I became certified in basic life support such as CPR, became a certified dental assistant, and became a certified medical assistant, as Sergio stated previously. I also had the opportunity to participate in a cadaver dissection. A cadaver is a human body, by the way. Being a part of these 2 organizations have also made me form bonds and memories with my peers I cherish deeply. These bonds were formed while stressing over the intense workload Magnet offers and over long bus rides on the way to Laredo Medical Center for rotations. In summary, the Alexander Magnet Health Science Program and HOSA have given me invaluable skills, experiences, and friendships. I am truly grateful to be a part of these 2 programs, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Isabella Flores, and I'm part of the Health Science Magnet at JB Alexander High School, as well as the president of the HOSA organization. So to start, from flossing to dissecting, we have been graced with opportunities to learn about the insights of the medical field. In this magnet, we take several classes throughout our 4 years to advance our education, skills, and experiences related to healthcare. As Sergio stated before, we take principles of health science, anatomy, physiology, dental science, and the health science practicum, which in majority of these courses, we get to gain certifications that will challenge us and help us work towards our healthcare goals. Furthermore, a handful of magnet students last year were offered the chance to attend a summer medical program titled Doc Prep, which Natalia, Kai, and I have attended. During Doc Prep, we got to explore Baylor College of Medicine and the Houston Medical Center, while learning about ways to benefit our career as medical professionals and experience life as healthcare occupations. To explain, we had to attend the college workshops at Baylor College of Medicine to get a jump start on the college journey of a medical professional. During this medical program, we got to attend several hospitals in the Houston Medical Center to test our skills at knot tying, airway management, suturing, and simulations needed to understand how to handle and care for a patient. Not only did we test our skills at Doc Prep, but we also got to hear from Houston Medical Center medical professionals and Baylor College of Medicine students about their experiences so far in the healthcare industry. We learned that grit and dedication can allow students to continue with their path towards their medical goals. As for HOSA, the magnet program introduced me to participate in the Health Occupation Students of America organization, otherwise known as HOSA, which allows students to gain healthcare knowledge and test them in competitions. I was presented with the honor of serving as freshman, sophomore secretary, junior historian, and senior vice president and president, as well as attend various conferences and events. So far in our school year, we have done blood drives, as Natalia mentioned before, and it's great knowing that because of this magnet and because of the program and clubs that it's introduced us to, we're help saving lives. Also to add, from conferences I've attended for HOSA at state and area, I got to further my teamwork skills by presenting my team's PSA, public service announcement, in competitions and meet new people who share similar interests as mine. In summary, the Magnet program has offered me the opportunity to become a leader and gain insights into the medical field. I'm truly honored to have been taught by my Magnet teachers, Ms. Vasquez, Ms. Hooper, Ms. Salas, and Ms. Barajas, and become part of their organizations and programs to gain deeper knowledge and further my love for the medical field.
Okay, so hello again. My name is Melanie Zavalua, and I just want to share some experiences I've had with the Magnet program. When I first joined this program, I knew I wanted to study medicine, but I never knew what specifically because of how broad this field is. What specifically helped me is my senior class, the clinical rotations, where we had the opportunity to go to Laredo Medical Center. Here, I had the opportunity to shadow many professionals in their field, and because of this, I actually was able to find what I wanted to study and how I wanted to further my education. And I realized how helpful this is because not everyone gets this opportunity. Not everyone has a chance to really go into detail and see the professionals at their work, how they do, how they operate, how they work together. I also had the opportunity to meet all these wonderful people around me, such as my lovely counselor and all my fellow peers and Mr. Bird. They all have shared so many experiences with me, and I'm very glad to have experienced that. Overall, I just think this Magnet program has really helped me decide how to further my education and as a person, because I have finally found what I really want to study and how to further what I truly love.
Good afternoon, my name is Kai, and I wanted to share some of my personal experiences with Magnet. So, one of my favorite parts of Magnet is definitely the hands-on experience that we learn in real-world situations. So, apart from the rotations that Sergio and a few of my previous classmates have mentioned, we do get to go on a trip all the way to Baylor's College of Medicine in Houston for a couple of days. You can apply for that during your third year, and apart from that, I think what I love most about our Magnet program is the emphasis that they put on the student of the entire program. So regardless of whether you're interested in science, technology, engineering, medicine, our Magnet program really focuses on the student, on what they're interested in. I personally am in National Honor Society, I play tennis and swimming, and I'm involved in a multitude of clubs within our school, and Alexander and the Magnet program have really helped me find my own personal beliefs, what I'm interested in, and what I want to continue to do in college. Those are my favorite parts of the Magnet program, and thank you for listening.
I have one final question for Kai. So, has taking Magnet courses affected your GPA?
Well, Magnet programs, I believe the senior year courses and some of the junior year courses are weighted at the same level as AP classes. I'm currently decently ranked within my school system as well as several of my classmates in the Magnet program, so I would say it doesn't affect your GPA.
You want to share your ranking?
I have no idea. I think I'm 2 right now. I'm not 100% sure. But I know that our number 1 student, our 3 student, our 4 student, they're all in our Magnet program, as well as many others.
Thank you. Well, there you have the information straight from the students. Does anybody have any questions? If you can come up here on the microphone so that everybody can hear. And I think we have time for about 2 or 3 questions from the audience. Anybody? Anybody? All right, well, there you go. Yeah, come on. Thank you for participating, I appreciate it.
Hello. My question is for United South. I'm very impressed with your presentation, and everyone's presentation, but more so the cybersecurity component and technology. I have twin daughters, and they both want to go to different schools. So one's interested in the Alexander Magnet, and one's interested in United, I think she said, but I don't think she knows about the technology, and she wants to know more about the coding, and I don't know, do you guys do malware and stuff like that?
Our sophomore year, we took the fundamentals of computer science. So there we learned basic JavaScript coding. Our junior year, we took the fundamentals of cybersecurity and advanced cybersecurity. And we are currently certified in a level 1 cybersecurity. We use this program called CodeHS, and there has everything you need. Our teachers are amazing. And this year, we are taking practicum of STEM. So it's just more advanced cybersecurity.
Thank you.
And most of those courses are on the brochure.
In addition to that, if I may, Mr. Rosales, the program is being administered through Laredo College now. So the students are taking courses in partnership with Laredo.
So I'm familiar with the LC, Laredo College program, and I know that they have like a certification, a C1 and 2. Is that embedded in the program?
A semester 1 certification, they refer to it. Okay. I don't think it's up to that level.
Okay.
Okay. And something that Mr. Rosales pointed out earlier on, that most of the students here are from the north side. I know it's usually very challenging coming all the way from one side of the town to the other. I hear you as a parent saying you have twin daughters. How exciting that must be for you. But at this point, I really want us all to understand, as a parent myself, whose children have gone through UISD education, our school district does an amazing job in terms of providing opportunities for our students. There is nothing more fulfilling as educators to hear each of these young people giving you their personal experiences, sharing their hopes and their aspirations. So we have to be really thankful and be grateful that we live in a community, we have leadership in our school district that has given our young people this multitude of opportunities beyond the magnet programs to the early college, to the early start pathway. So let them go. If one wants to go to the south and another one goes to the north, let them fly. That's what we want you all to do.
This is for the students. I just wanted to know if you guys, what colleges or universities you guys are thinking of applying to, and scholarship-wise, if there are a lot of scholarships out there for you guys that is going to help you towards that university or college. Thank you.
I recently got admitted into Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. It's a wonderful school in terms of that they offer a lot of financial aid. I believe my family would qualify for full ride, if not free tuition, and financial aid for housing, like all the amenities and stuff. But I know in terms of colleges, I feel as if the magnet program would help a lot of students go into some of the, more renowned colleges, and also have them, or allow them to apply to more scholarships, because in the magnet community, a lot of what we know is through each other, right? All the scholarships that I applied to came from someone who graduated before me.
My son wants to apply to that one, to MIT. That's his goal. So is the achievements to get to where you're going, congratulations, by the way, because I know it's a really hard school to go to. How would you advise me to advise my son for him to get to that path?
Yeah, so what I've noticed with a lot of other MIT admits, I talk to a lot of them on a regular basis, and what I've realized is they all just do what they love, right? It really shows in a lot of applications, people who do what they love and do it because they want to, versus the people who feel like they're forced to, I guess, attend all these extracurriculars or do all this. And so I guess the number one thing I would recommend is to let your child, I guess, find their passion and really like drive that into them. Right? So if you're interested in robotics, like I was, I joined the robotics program. I also joined a bunch of other, I guess, UILs pertaining to robotics, and I've just been able to grow myself, and they see that I was able to grow as a person as well. Like as my role in the team changed throughout the years, they saw that I wanted to pursue this career so much that I pushed myself, and they kind of want, well, no, they admitted me, so I guess they really do want students who want to push themselves and who are passionate enough to, I guess, drive themselves.
Anyone else? One more question? Anyone? Okay. Well, let me give you some information. I recently left teaching in 2012, and now I'm back at Alexander since September, and I really enjoyed my stay there, getting back to being in contact with the students. I usually go also to UIL events, and I see them there. They're always busy. They're always doing the right thing. And I'd strongly recommend that if you have any questions, your child has any questions, to talk to them before they leave, because these are our stars today, and they have all the information that you need to help you with your child making a decision. So before we end this, does Alexander or United have anything else to say in terms of the deans or the administrators? Administrators, deans?
Sure, I'll go ahead and add, I just want to add one little detail in regards to something our brilliant students mentioned, the cadaver lab. That's something that I would never have been exposed to as a student. I'm a product of our neighboring district. I won't say their name, don't worry. Y'all don't have to censor me on camera. No, but I got to accompany our students this past September to the cadaver lab. And for those of you not familiar with that, essentially they got to see an actual deceased person, a body, and they've been opened up, and you get to examine their organs, you get to handle the actual, heart, lungs, different parts of their body. And if you're squeamish, obviously that's not the way to go, right? But it's a very, very interesting experience. And when I told my kids about it, because my kids are also products of UISD, one of my daughters is actually in our magnet program, and she keeps telling me, I can't wait to be a senior so I can go on that trip. My younger daughter, who is also in the district, she's pretty intrigued by it, and I think she's leaning more in the route towards the engineering route, so she might be heading to you guys, United. But just more than anything, guys, this program and every program that we offer is really beneficial to fostering the growth of our students, regardless of if they're at United South, United, Alexander. You can see that they're getting an amazing experience that they wouldn't get anywhere else, and it's great to know that my kids are in good hands, and every single student here is as well. And what you're seeing here on the stage, no matter which table they're at, it's the future of our community. And those of you in attendance and those of you whose kids are interested, they're the future of our community as well. And being part of these programs, regardless of which school, they're getting the experience that they need to keep building our community. And I heard a student today, one of the students that accompanied us, we were visiting different middle schools, and one of our magnet students said, you know what, I want to open I want to study prosthetics and medical school, and I want to come back to our community and offer that service to our Laredoans. You don't hear that a lot. A lot of kids go off and they see the world, and a lot of the times they don't come back, but to hear students saying, you know what, I want to come back and make a difference here. That's what we want to hear, and that's what they might do in the long run, so they're in good hands, and your kids will be too, regardless of which program they join. Thank you.
just to add to what Mr. Bird was saying and Mr. Koroma, there has never been a better time. Mr. Koroma kept on saying that to our middle school students than right now, you know, to be in any of the programs. To be a student right now and the opportunities that the students, you know, have at our district is phenomenal. I mean, it's really good. A testament of that is, you know, where all these students are going to school. And I'm going to pass the mic, you know, to the students so they can tell you where they're going and how, you know, I want for you to know that for us as Magnet Deans, it's, you know, we are so proud of them, you know, to have, you know, to have fulfilled their own dreams, to follow their own dreams, and to be able to help them, you know, along the way. And with the help of all the parents, because, I mean, it starts at your house. It starts in your home, you know, and then, you know, for us to borrow them for a limited time and for them to follow their dreams is something really good. So I'm going to pass the mic just to let you know where the students are going, and I don't know if the rest of the students, most of them are seniors, so more or less by now they know where they want to go as far as a college or university.
Okay, I'm still waiting on a few responses, but right now my top choice would probably be UT Austin for architectural engineering and sustainable design.
So for me, I'm also still waiting on UT Austin. My decision comes out in February, but I have gotten accepted to UTSA with a presidential scholarship.
Real quick before I name my college, I would like to talk about this amazing program that you all should definitely use when your kids are applying college. I applied through QuestBridge, which is a program where low-income students can get to college for free, and it's a program like this that allows me and another friend to get into these top 10 colleges that we normally would not be able to afford. He is going to Princeton, and I am going to Northwestern, where I will be majoring in aerospace engineering, computer engineering, and electrical engineering. So, QuestBridge.
So for me, I've been admitted to UTSA, Texas Tech, A&M, and UT Arlington, and I'm pending the University of Houston and UT Austin. So as of right now, I'm thinking of attending Texas A&M University or UT Austin.
United South?
In the fall next year, I will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. I just learned of my acceptance yesterday into the McCombs School of Business, and I'm most specifically interested in their accounting program, which is the #1 accounting program for the past 2 decades, so I'm very excited about that.
I am currently undecided in my college choice, but I've been accepted to schools like UTSA, University of North Texas, the University of Alabama, University of Oklahoma. But I'm hoping that my school of choice accepts me, which is UT Austin.
I've been accepted into UTSA, and there I hope to be a future teacher teaching English.
Just like most of my fellow peers, I am also pending admission to the University of Texas at Austin, where I plan on majoring at their business school, more specifically in marketing.
I'm also waiting on the UT Austin. I plan on majoring on business administration.
At the moment, I have been accepted to UTSA and North Texas, but at the same time, how the Alexander Dean mentioned that I really truly love this community, so TAMU is also an option for me.
My main option is Texas A&M. I want to pursue a bachelor's in political science to become a lawyer, but if money weren't an issue, I would have liked to attend Rice University.
My top pick is UT Austin, which I'm waiting to hear back from until February, but as of now, I've been accepted into the honors program at UTSA with the presidential scholarship.
I was accepted into UT Austin, but as Rolando said previously, I'm also a QuestBridge scholar, and I applied through QuestBridge to Rice University, and I'm gonna get my response in February.
As others have mentioned, I'm still pending on some letters, but my top pick is UT Austin for biochemistry, and that's all.
Again, like most of my peers, I'm still pending my admission, but my top schools are UNC, which is also known as Chapel Hill, or Georgetown University.
I've been accepted into UT Austin for biology, but I'm currently waiting on some admissions into top 20 universities and IVs.
At this time, I would like to thank you from all of us for giving your time today, and we really appreciate you coming out. And big round of applause for the students. Thank you very much.